Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to our virtual pitch night in, what do we have? We have July. Great to see you all here. I'm glad you made it, and looking forward to have an exciting night. So if you're a little bit confused why I am doing the talking, we have a little bit of delay with our regular MC for the night. So I will just bridge the gap a little bit until Olga is joining us and I hand over to someone who is much more skilled to run this show than I am. But until then, I will just try to do my best to
I am here.
going. Olga is here. Thank you, Olga.
Sorry.
I was that close to start sweating.
That's all right. So sorry. That's a work-related stuff, but I am here and welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining our pitch night. And as well, David said, we're already in July. That's crazy. So half a week is gone, which is good, probably stuff. Well, welcome everyone. Welcome all the supporters, all the pitches, and I will probably start. So my name is Olga Babnova, and I'm a founder and CEO at Begin. We are brand management and marketing agency. So I'm also involved with Silicon Beach and helping MC in the pitch nights, as I'm doing right now. So, and also helping with some marketing communication activities. Excuse me for my voice, trying to recover from being a little bit sick, so trying to get my voice back. So, but anyway, and going back to the pitch night, we have amazing pitches today attending. We also have amazing judges with great prizes. And I would like to, before I actually get started, I would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land I'm stating on here today. I pay respect to the elders past, present, and emerging, and extend the respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people of today. So first of all, I would like to begin tonight by stating that the primary mission of Silicon Beach Group is to empower founders. As such, our vision is to create an environment where founders can feel supported, educated, and empowered to fulfill their startup vision and values. And we are in particular excited about founders' startup ideas in support and United Nations sustainability goals. Tonight is all about providing a platform for founders and startup owners to feel supported, comfortable, open, and connected. Well, just a little bit of housekeeping. Please note we are recording this pitch night. Please also mute your audio so that there are no extra noises if you're not pitching, if you're not commenting. That would be nice. Thank you so much. We also encourage you to use the chat to communicate to each other and provide encouragement and feedback to pitches in the chat. And finally, with Smile, we would like to take a picture that we will be using for our social media platforms. So please feel free to turn your camera on if you would like to be on the photo, and we'll give you a couple of seconds for everyone to join. And I think we go for 3, 2, 1, David. 3, 2, 1. Are we done? No, well,
I took about 15 photos.
Okay.
All good. And
Okay.
Peter gave us a thumbs up.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And okay, so tonight I would like to take a quick moment to acknowledge our community sponsors and partners that support Silicon Beach community. So our community and affiliate members helped make this organization run by supporting all the activities we do for our community. So our sponsors is Hera, I hope I pronounced it right, helping SMEs elevate plans beyond spreadsheets and project management tools. Buzzy, the City of Melbourne, Silicon Beach Studio. Our community members Begin, Legally Yours, CFO Worx, Heasley Lawyers, THNK.Innovation, Monash University, Australian Computer Society. Academic partners, Monash University Faculty of Information Technology, RMIT's Graduate School of Business and Law, Swinburne University. And our partners, Fresh Worx, Stripe, Airwallets, Canva, Query Law, James Spurway, Grant Health, Foundersuit, LinkedIn Integrating. So this is our partners and all the supporters. Well, and now we are going to introduce our judges. Oh, sorry, skip the part. So there's a new prize for 2023. This is what I want to introduce. This is our People's Choice Award.
Can I stop you here?
Yeah.
Wait, I have to update the run sheet. The People's Choice Award was removed from the prize.
Oh,
Thanks for reminding. We had too many prizes.
I know, right? Yeah, so we used to have it. So, okay, cut. Take it off the recording. So I will go to, well, introducing our judges now. So we have James. James Spurway. As I remember, you are tuning in from Singapore. Yes. So James is switching from Singapore. So we'll introduce quickly James. After starting 10 of his own businesses over 20-year period, he has spent the past 12 years investing in a portfolio of startups that now number 44. And he's currently raising capital for his first venture fund. He has been a mentor and judge for several years at startup accelerator programs and demo days run by 500 Global MassChallenge and Creatella Impact, and loves being part of the team at Silicon Beach. An Australian, James has lived in the past 33 years outside of Australia in Vietnam, Hong Kong, Germany, Switzerland, the UK, the USA, and for the past 12 years, as I mentioned before, in Singapore. James, thank you so much and welcome again. And please unmute yourself and tell us a little bit more about your prize.
Hey, thanks, Olga. Yeah, look, I call my prize basically the Investor Ready pack or the Investor Ready check. And what it is for someone who's at that point in their journey when they've probably done their MVP, perhaps they've got some early sales and they're looking to either get some money for their seed round, pre-Series A. I would like to basically take your deck, have a look at the pitch deck, give you some feedback, have a look at your financial model. Again, make sure that it's on the right track. Check your cap value calculation, just to tell you what it's like from my side as an investor and what the ballpark has been from recent rounds that I've looked at. And finally, just make sure that you've got the data room ready and you're ready to go. So it's, like I said, an Investor Ready check. That's what I'll be giving away tonight.
Awesome. Thank you so much for providing your valuable time and knowledge. That's amazing. We will see at the end who is the winner of your prize. Thank you, James. Well, now we're going to David. And David is our director at Silicon Beach. Well, David joined Silicon Beach after a successful 10 years career in a machine tool industry, where he led interdisciplinary teams to solve complex manufacturing problems for customers like Mercedes, Bosch, Airbus, Samsung, and many more. David is the founder of THNK.Innovation, an agency for design thinking, human-centered design, and innovation strategies. THNK.Innovation consults coaches customers from startups, SMEs to universities like Monash University and RMIT on creating innovative customer experience. Well, David, would like to unmute yourself and tell us a little bit more about your project.
Yes, thank you very much, Olga. And again, welcome everyone to our pitch night tonight. Yes, my prize are 90 minutes of coaching and mentoring, everything about my area of expertise, ideation, human-centered design, product market fit. And you can take the 90 minutes in one go. I would recommend to you to get the most out of it, to book me for half an hour, 2 to 3 times. So we can actually really get you onto a growth journey through those 90 minutes. Besides of that, I'm also going to share a prize for the IdeaSpice publication. IdeaSpice is one of Australia's main idea distribution and sharing platform where a bunch of editors from different areas or industries around Australia are all passionate about our startups, and we're writing short 100-word pitches to share good ideas, great startups, amazing founders with the world. And IdeaSpice was recognized at one of the top 100 idea sharing platforms globally just last year, and that was within 12 months of being founded. So great platform to actually share your startup with the world. And while I'm already talking, I just keep talking a little bit more, Olga, surprise. Also would like to invite you to reach out to me if you need any help with your startup journey. We are just in the early stages of officially launching our new venture studio, which we can see up here, Silicon Beach Studios. So if you need any help from ideation all the way to get your pitch deck right with the support of James Spurway, or all the way to secure your first funding, we are here to help you, and we have the right partners on board to get you started successfully on your startup journey. So please reach out whenever you feel that you need help or you can get a little bit of a push to get going. Now, I hand over back to Olga, and then I'm excited to hear from Jordan about Impera. You're muted, Olga. Olga, you're very muted. So mute. Oh, Olga's audio is out. Okay, I keep the show going. We have technical issues, Houston. We will deal with that. Now, my pleasure to hand over to Jordan from Impera. Impera is our sponsor of this night's event. We're very grateful having them on board. And even more so because we're very aligned in values with Impera. I know Ash, the founder. I've been to their office. They are an awesome bunch of people, and I'm very excited to introduce Jordan Tilley, sales manager at Impera, to you. Jordan has over 10 years of experience in sales, covering a number of industries, including automotive, storage, and tech. Over the last 5 years, Jordan has transitioned into more business development roles and is currently the head of partnership development at Impera. And Jordan, over to you. Please tell us about yourself, Impera, and your prize.
Awesome. Thank you, David. Yeah, so Impera in Silicon Beach, we basically teamed up a couple of months ago. As David kind of alluded to, we sort of share those similar values in terms of, empowering founders. It's on our merch, it's on all of our websites and social media that we want everyone to feel good about business. As a founder, obviously, it's very stressful. We try and alleviate that with our platform. So it's centered around business planning. So you're setting your goals, you're tracking your budgets all in one easy to use platform. And we've teamed up with Silicon Beach to tonight offer a lifetime subscription for free of Impera to a founder who's going to obviously use it the most. So yeah, excited to be here and can't wait to hear the pitches.
And we are very excited to have you here. And just to point that out to the founders again, you might have heard it before, but being a successful founder, having a successful startup is 5% about the idea and 95% about the execution of how you get that idea to the stage to actually raise money, get your customers on board, whatsoever. Investors want to see that you can execute your goals. You can set goals and you deliver on target on time. And Impera is the tool to help you not just deliver on target on time, but also communicate your successes effectively to your investors and other stakeholders in your cap room. So reach out to Impera and check out their awesome product and check out how awesome the people are that are working there.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Jordan. So now we will see. I think we lost Olga completely. Alexander, you let me know when Olga is back in the room. And until then, there's
back.
Olga. Sorry. It's like Beetlejuice with you today. When I call your name, you suddenly pop up on the screen.
I know. I'm so sorry. This is what happens when you don't turn off your computer for many days. It just gives up on you.
It does, and it's one of my on the to-do list every time before I start a live stream like this, that I reboot my computer.
That's exactly what I have to do. Okay, so where we're going, have you had a chance to introduce our procedures, how we're proceeding with?
No, we just wasted a lot of time by having proper chit chats.
Okay.
No, we left the important stuff to you because you do it better.
Okay, awesome. Well, and now I'm taking over, and we'll just quickly give you some information on how we run this pitch night. So each pitcher will have 90 seconds to pitch, and we also, our admin will sound the bell. So otherwise I will yell stop, one of either or. So we will, in 90 seconds, you know that we will keep a count, and in 90 seconds we will, you will have to finish. So we will keep in mind that. And you will get a chance to add any other comments in the comment section when judges will be asking the questions. So it will be around maybe 5 minutes. So you will have this time to add anything else and any other comments to finish your pitch, or maybe just answer the judges' questions. So after the registered pitches have concluded and we have time, I may open the floor to impromptu pitches. So please notify myself or our admin or David that you're ready to pitch. And we also at the end will have some time to network, because when we go to and judges discuss the winners, you will have an opportunity to network in the breakout rooms. So anyway, so if unfortunately any impromptu won't qualify for pitches, but for prizes, but for you it will be a really good opportunity to just to practice and just to hear a feedback. So, and I think we actually gonna start, and I already have a first pitcher. Just let me check. So I think we did have Annette. Is that right?
That's correct. Apparently I'm lucky first up.
Lucky first. Well, great. Well, thank you so much, Annette, for joining. And we will keep you in 90 seconds. And anything like you maybe want to add, but judges will ask you questions, so you will have this opportunity to add anything on top of it. And just give me a second. I will start our timer. And we go.
Hi, everybody. I'm Annette, and I am the founder of Kids Get Money. We are a software as a service financial literacy education platform for teachers and parents, and we are teaching kids how to get, grow, and manage money. A question to answer, though, might be, why are we doing this? Well, we're aligned to Sustainable Development Goal 1 to eradicate poverty in all its forms everywhere. Give yourself a few seconds to think about what it might feel like to be a child growing up in a family that's living precariously. And some of the things that I experienced when I was a child growing up on a farm in Western New South Wales. The words that I have on slides are usually words like hungry, embarrassing, terrifying, lonely, exhausting, and desperate. Today, there's over 3 million Australians living this nightmare, and 700 million people globally are surviving on less than $2 a day. I don't believe it has to be this way. And that's why Kids Get Money is looking at filling a really huge piece of the puzzle here. It is a wicked problem. It is complex to solve poverty, but we believe that financial literacy education and the opportunity for students to have these skills built up over the years that they're at school is absolutely critical to solving poverty. As we said, the platform is all about teachers and making it easy for teachers to teach financial literacy to students, but also parents can get this at home as well. We have a simple ask tonight, and that ask is that we are looking for 50K of investment to join the 100K we've already received from an angel investor to get us to our beta launch following 2 incredibly successful MVP pilots over the last 6 months. If we get the extra 50K, we get the Alice Anderson funds match. Thank you so much.
Perfect. Extra 2 seconds. Thank you so much for this. Was perfect. Thank you. Well, amazing ideas. It's my personal opinion, but we would love to hear judges. And who would like to go first? Who's the first unmute?
All right, I'll jump in.
James.
Hey, Annette. Look,
Hi.
there's something you don't realize. Anyway, we were born in 2 different states, but I can tell you what, my lived experience, and David knows this. Yeah, it's right there. You've already touched a few nerves, and I'm gonna have to hold it together because I know what you're talking about. Because of that, I think, yeah, what you're doing will make so much difference, not just in Australia, but of course around the world. There is a lot of people out there doing something similar. You know that. There's a plethora of different people approaching this from a similar position. What I see differently in that, and what I like, is you're doing it at the right stage, which is at school, not trying to do it after school. It's like catch them when they're still, let's say they've formed some opinions, they've got some negative seeds sown in their psyche, right? We all know that the little program that's playing on 24-hour spin is what happens between the womb and about 6 years old. But you got to try and somehow get rid of that, right? Reprogram that. And you've got to do it in school. If you leave it to after school, it's too late. So like, I love what you're doing. And I just think, yeah, good on you. Really good.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And that lived experience has followed me a really long way into my adult life. And so, yeah, I'm with you. It's got to be at school, and it's got to be for every kid, not just the kids whose parents can afford it.
Jordan, you go next.
Yeah. So do you have any schools or users at the moment?
So we're taking a little break. So we've just finished, at the end of term 1, we've finished a 7-school pilot, trialing year 3, year 6, year 8, and year 10. Absolutely fantastic 6-week pilot using, a bit of a clunky MVP, but, better than a PowerPoint. We have strong intent from all of those schools to go ahead and be users on the platform. As you can imagine, there's a huge disparity between independent and Catholic schools and public schools and their ability to pay. So what we're working through right now, as well as building the beta product, which will be the first revenue earning product, is the appropriate revenue and payment model, particularly for low SES schools.
Awesome. That's all I had.
Cool. So as James mentioned, I'm completely with you. I guess there's no one in the world who would not love to support you. But the question is, why, as James mentioned, there are many out there. Why to support you instead of someone else? And why do we need different platforms? What makes you unique?
Yep. So I am not familiar with multiple other people that are tackling this in the same way that we are. So I believe that there is absolute recognition that this is critical. But for us, we are going with a parallel approach, which targets teachers, making teachers' life easy, giving them a curriculum-bound piece of software that actually allows them to teach what they want to teach within the boundaries of mathematics curriculum. That is really actually quite groundbreaking for teachers and schools in financial literacy. The other part of this is all about saying, actually, it's going to take us time to get into schools. We know that it's a slow burn trying to sell to schools, and also lots of ed tech founders go home before they crack it. We're not waiting for that. We are going to go viral. What makes us different is I have spent 20 years working in financial services startups, learning everything I know about making the most incredible software engaging, gamified, and awesome for these kids, at the expense of big corporates who paid me to do that for their customers. I'm also joined by my co-founder, partner, is also my husband, lucky him. He's actually an incredible customer experience and people executive. And so, he too is coming to the table with some incredible experience. We just believe that we've got the goods, and it's exactly the right time for this type of a piece of software to be making its way into the world, especially with the cost of living and the fact that COVID really threw back our global progress towards eradicating poverty and we've got to do something. It's kind of where I'm at with it.
Cool. We're running out of time, but it's a mobile app, so not just the teachers, the kids will use it as well.
Correct.
Cool. And is there an investing tool integrated in it, so kids can deposit money into?
We are not. We're not a fintech. We'll never be a fintech. We don't believe that fintech products and children really belong together in the same part of the classroom from an education perspective. So we will teach the kids how to invest. Absolutely. Will there be many games, experiences, immersions? Absolutely. But the real money aspect of it, we'll leave that to the banks.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, David.
But we have to move on.
All good. Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
Olga, who is next? Oh, Olga is frozen, so I probably take over. Alexander, I don't know who is next. Alexander, who is next? Is it Annette? Aneesha, Dr. Aneesha?
Yeah. Hi, David. It is me.
Aneesha.
I'm next on the list.
Cool. We're just winging it. Startup mode, you know it. You're working with startups for a while, so the show must go on. Aneesha, it's so good to see you again. Can't get enough from your startup and from your energy. So please, your 90 seconds are on.
So hi, everybody. Today, I would like to tell you a story of how people make their millions. So in 2013, a group of high net worth individuals invested in Canva, a relatively unknown startup. They put $3 million in. Today, Canva is worth $28 billion. So if you invested $10, that would be worth $19,000. But unless you were that high net worth individual, you wouldn't have been able to invest in Canva. So the question is, how do you invest in potential unicorns if you're not mega rich? Introducing OneDAO, a groundbreaking blockchain-based platform that revolutionizes wealth creation. Picture this, right? You get access to invest in international emerging tech companies for as little as $10 a month, becoming a global investor, voting, receiving dividends, and enjoying constant communication. And when you're ready, you can sell up at any time. But our features don't stop there. So for founders, not only do we help you raise capital, we also handle the administrative burden post-fundraise while you focus on your vision. Our international high-growth volume investor model opens doors to new possibilities. So our target market is the 15 to 30 age group with billions of potential investors worldwide. We're building a community. You're invited to join. So don't miss out on our upcoming launch and be part of this revolution where we make wealth creation accessible to all, one investor at a time.
Great work.
I'm back.
7 seconds.
That's very good. And Aneesha, you're so organized. You never crack the time limit, right? You're always on time. It's impressive. So I had the pleasure to already ask you questions, two sessions with you. So I will hand over to Jordan or James first and see how we go. Jordan.
I'll go. Yeah. So what's your plan marketing wise? Like obviously you mentioned your demographic. What's the plan in terms of actually getting the name out there?
Yeah, so we've started this community activation program. We've got a chief marketing officer. One thing we've done is we've set up a Telegram group. We've got a Discord channel, Discord server, and we've started trying to build the community. I mean, we've only started that 1 week ago. So we're really early in the piece.
Yep.
But we understand that our market is actually dual. While I've mentioned the individuals that are needed to register on the platform, we've also started contacting unlisted, let's say, crowd-funded companies to see if we can get them on so that we can do their compliance work, because that's another income stream for us.
Okay. Beautiful. That's all.
Hi. Hey, Aneesha.
Hi.
2 quick questions. So based on the name, OneDAO, are we saying that it's DeFi, meaning people invest into a coin, which is then invested into stock, shares, bonds, investments? Is it like 2-layered situation, or that's the first part? And what is the minimum they're investing?
$10 a month is the minimum they're investing. And
right.
The second part of the question, what we've done is they're not investing in a token per se. I mean, the platform is built on blockchain, and they do get a token because that's what it is. But it's actually either shares or debentures in the company, however the company chooses to interact with these investors. the investor can pick if they want to get in there.
And so you're deciding, or someone like an investment committee with people with deep experience, presumably in the markets, fund management or whatever, is deciding what asset classes to get into or what investments are safe, or is it really just one of those sort of wonderful group situations where the group decides they want to invest in something and you say, okay, and you open it up and kind of make it happen?
No, I mean, if you look at it, right, what we're proposing really is like a crowdfunded market, essentially, like what you've got here, except that it's going to be on blockchain. And instead of just stopping at, founder, we give you your money, you go your way, we do the compliance part as well. We've also got, from an investment committee perspective, we've already started working with the University of New South Wales. We've developed what's known as the veto principle. It's got to be a viable project. We want ownership, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So we will recommend that there's 5 people. They will have these ratings for each project. And then, of course, it's up to the individual to decide if they feel it's in their, risk profile.
Okay, cool. And at the moment, no need for regulation, but who knows where that's going to end up, right? Everyone's waiting and seeing.
Oh, yeah, we're going to be completely regulated. So we've again partnered with the law firm. Our goal is to get the crowdfunding license. So we'll be registering with AUSTRAC as well, because ultimately, because there's tokens involved, we've decided we will over-comply rather than under-comply. But the whole goal is really to be the same as pretty much anyone else, except that it's on blockchain, which means that you can have this amazing scalability without worrying about that person invested $10 and it's such a hassle managing their details online.
Yeah, true. Cool. Okay, thank you.
And your question from you, David, what I know you already asked.
Yeah, look, I'm always learning more, and this time I'm much more relaxed than the last 2 times when I was emceeing myself in person. So I had much more time to listen. So great stuff. So I really love it, and I should have had more conversations with you already. But how do startups actually apply to get onto your platform or businesses? Is it for startups? Is it for businesses? Who can apply and how?
It's for startups who want to find money and essentially have a really cool product. So let's say you're something very run-of-the-mill, maybe my user base, because that's the community activation plan we've got. We're trying to target users who are already very much interested in investing in emerging tech. So if you're a startup, you'd come to us, you'd register with us, and we'll do your KYC, KYB, and analyzing whether your project is good, it's got viability, what the management team is, etc. We've got this little list of things we assess against, and then you get onboarded. As simple as that.
Cool. And cool products. You focusing on tech products, or
actually tech and ESG style investments, anything in that space.
Excellent. I had another question. It just dropped my mind. I definitely think that we should have more conversations how we can work together.
Probably how much is going to be raised? Are you actually trying to raise as of now, or is it like at the stage where you're still kind of developing and rolling out and testing?
We are, we've got money to the end of this year, but I'm already starting the raise process. I've started looking at whether I do a token raise, even though I don't really want to do it, James. But we've kind of worked out a token raise, which is not purely, it's going to be a security token, which means that we'll have to do prospectus, etc. But yeah, that's kind of where we're heading right now, because there seems to be a lot of interest from individuals who want to kind of contribute, but they can't give me tens of thousands of dollars. So yeah.
Interesting. Now, when you want to make investment accessible for anyone, looking at my environment, and some of those people might still be scared when they hear DAO and connected to blockchain. Did you do your research? Who's your target investor, and who's left behind because they do not trust blockchain stuff?
I mean, David, one thing I have realized over the last 3 months that we've been even talking about this product, that is the word blockchain is terrifying people. So I put it in this particular pitch, but our standard pitch now, we try to minimize that word, because ultimately it's like, when you go onto a crowdfunding platform like Berkshire, you're not asking them, did you build this on, is it a .NET technology? So blockchain is exactly like that. It's only the tool, because it's got some amazing characteristics which enable fundraising to be combined with compliance. And we're going to be doing KYC as well on blockchain. So, I mean, you know, it's the only reason we picked blockchain is because of the way the technology works rather than anything else. And another thing is, right, blockchain's also got, if you look at the people that invest in tokens, tokenized investments, right, they're all very much looking for investing in emerging tech companies. Imagine if you could give those people an opportunity to invest in something that wasn't just a random token without any backing or any asset backing, nothing like anything like that. So I'm hoping that we can cater to that market as well.
Cool. But you stick with the name, even if you might have conversations about blockchain?
I think we've kind of fallen in love with the name. In saying that, David, one thing, right? OneDAO also means way in Chinese and Mandarin. So it means the way to prosperity.
Cool. Then that's your marketing slogan.
Totally.
I leave it with that. And Olga, are you back with us?
Yes, I'm fully back. So I'm not touching anything on my computer, not to trigger anything like this, again, the tech issues. And thank you so much, Aneesha. I'm like, well, big fan of blockchain myself. So we might have seen each other somewhere at the events. Well, good luck with that. Amazing idea. And we are going to Abdul, and we have the product analytics, So Abdul, are you ready to pitch?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay. And I'm setting the timer. Go.
Right. Thank you. Hey, we are from the product analytics. We provide product analytics as a service for the early stage startups who are primarily going with the route of venture capital for their funding. The problem we are trying to solve here is that we have seen firsthand as the product managers ourselves with our past experience as PMs in companies like Zoho, SAP Labs, as well as startups, working with startups funded by Sequoia Capital, right? From pre-seed to all the way to Series C stage, is that companies do set up their product analytics the wrong way, and they end up having poor data quality, thereby making wrong decisions, which in turn, it will reflect in your product roadmaps and whatnot, leading to, like a bad product with poor product market fit. So that's what we are trying to solve with our years of experience as product managers. We are already helping around 10 to 15 startups who are in the pre-seed stage, and we love to expand our services to much more startups out there. Right now we are in India, and we have plans to move to Australia really sooner. I'm in the process of working out that. But so with this, we are not just going to stop with the services, but in another 6 months down the line, with all our validation, we want to start a new product based on our learnings with this service. So that's it.
And it's time. I'm not sure if you heard my alarm going on.
No, I didn't hear it.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, thank you so much. And now you will have some time to provide more comments on your company with our judges, with a conversation with our judges. So who would like to go first? Jordan, James, David?
Okay, I'll jump in. Abdul, great, mate. What I understand is, so I get the problem. I think we've all been through the problem, seen the problem, and how some of the other companies aren't actually servicing that well. But I guess my question, two things. Go to market. So, okay, startups is a demographic that you're targeting, or is it okay for SMBs, or is it okay for enterprise? Is it just startups? That's the first question. And the second thing is, what do you see as being your likely break-even point? Is this 100,000 customers before it really starts to make it like 3 years out, or is it like one of those ones that you can actually do quite efficiently, and even after the first 1,000, things are ticking along quite well?
Right. So first thing, we are trying to target the SMBs first. We are not after the enterprise because they afford to hire their own product analysts in place. But startups are not in a position to hire their own product analysts. And we are from India, so that gives us an advantage to keep the pricing really low for the startups. That's the first thing. And having said that, we don't want to be in the service market for a longer time. We want to evaluate our learnings, maybe with first 50 to 100 customers. And based on that, we would want to start building a product which could help founders and early developers in pre-seed stage startup to build analytics on their own. So that's the idea. The current day analytics is not good, and it would require so much efforts and knowledge for the developers to incorporate things. It is not very straightforward. That's what we are trying to solve.
Yeah, understand. Thanks.
Yeah, I'll go. So what's your sort of like timeline? I know you mentioned expanding to Australia. So how long before, or how many customers before you're looking to expand outside of India?
Right now, my major customers are outside of India only. It's just that my base in India, it really gives a cost advantage to our customers, right? Building things out of India is very much cheaper compared to, like building out in your own country, say like Australia or the US. That's the first thing. Having said that, I'm looking forward to move to Australia irrespective of the number of customers I get. So both are like separate things. But the only thing is like if I get there to Australia, I'll have direct touch with the startup community there in the local market, say like Sydney or Melbourne, whatever, right? So that's the only thing. But we are not blocked by that in terms of expanding our services at the moment.
Yeah, cool. Beautiful.
Cool. Thank you. Abdul, great. So I might have missed it, but why Australia? You're right now in India, you have the choice to go places. Australia is a relatively small market. There is a bigger one with English languages available, or basically two. Why Australia?
That's a good question. I've been to Australia before and I like the country much. It's not just for business purpose, but to make the life, I thought like Australia would be a good place for me to share. Business is going to happen wherever I am, right? So it is not a blocker as such. Since this community is focused on Australia, I'm just calling it out that I'm planning to move to Australia. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Fabulous. And what is your first? Are we talking only software products, or do you do hardware services as well? What is the product sweet spot?
Right. So we do primarily for softwares, but nevertheless we also do for IoT as well, because I'm a IoT product manager in the past with a health tech company. So that gives me an opportunity to serve the IoT companies as well, but not anything beyond that. Pure hardware, no, we don't do.
Okay. And when you say you later, what's the price point? Right now it is based on it's a one-off fee, it's based on hourly rates, or what is your current model, and what is the future vision for the digital product?
Right, there are a number of options available and a number of factors that makes the pricing. But to start with, if you want to hire maybe a product analyst in the US or Australia today, I'm sure it would cost you maybe around $80,000 to $100,000 at a minimum. So we do it at the 1/10 of the cost that you need to hire a product analyst. So that's the advantage. So as a startup, you can get your product analytics done in like maybe $10K for the first time, and recurring services maybe at a cost of say like $5,000 or $3,000. It depends on what you want. But to the best, you will get our expert services based on our experience as PMs for the past 8 years, and it is going to be a fractional amount of what you are going to pay by directly hiring an analyst in your country.
Okay, and what is the vision for the for the pricing for the automated product? Do you have something in mind already?
Not yet. I'm still validating the learnings. It might take some time. Yeah, we have not even started building the product. We are in the process of validation. That will take time. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Abdul. Thank you very much. Looking forward to see you sharing your product, your services here in Australia.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Abdul. And we would like to get to our next feature. And it is HideAndSeek by Callum McDonald. And I think, Callum, are you ready?
Yeah, I can go.
Okay, awesome. So, and your time starts now.
Okay, so Hassan basically has started a real estate company, and he's signed up for HideAndSeek. and you can view all the members on HideAndSeek, and his profile shows up #1 with a promoted link to his real estate company, because he's gone to a lot of events and scanned a lot of QR codes. So he's able to drive a lot of traffic to his new business. Jessica doesn't like Meetup. She hates all the guys that go to Meetup. She's not interested in them, but she also really hates dating apps. She really wants to select members who she wants to interact with at events. So she's received personal invites to go to certain events where she can meet, members that she's really interested in. And Jessica has an online content business, and typically she wouldn't go to events because she has a good social circle, but she wants to grow her customer base for her content business. So she's also very happy to go to a lot of events to get her profile on the site boosted by interacting with people at the events by scanning like the QR code and creating connection requests. So the idea is that we want to provide a platform through events to allow people to market their products, but also enable the typical dating use case, which also is a good reason for people to go out and interact with new people. And that's it.
Perfect. And you actually had extra 6 seconds, but that's amazing. And
what's your ask? How can we help?
My ask is, so SEO would be nice, some initial getting more traffic to the website. It's been promoted through Meetup. So a lot of people are signing up for like speed dating was popular. Dating related use cases were popular, like expat groups were popular, and also people spamming WhatsApp groups for advertisements. So people have lots of like small businesses they're trying to drive traffic to. So I guess just to kind of look at the website, if it's unclear how I can optimize it initially to explain the concept better to people. And then also just, basic SEO. So I'm not using just Meetup.
Okay, we're already in the Q&A, so I just keep going. My apologies, Jordan and James, hijacking the session here. So you already do have users. How many users do you have on the platform?
So 300 people have signed up through Meetup. That's in Dubai.
In Dubai?
Yeah.
Okay, why Dubai?
So I have a job. I'm based in Dubai, and there's a lot of like demand for expat groups in Dubai, and you basically only have so many Meetup groups, so it's a good place to launch it. Yeah, there's, like I said, that's the interest in Dubai at least. People want to sell a product because they're poor, they're looking for additional source of income. So very small, entrepreneurs. So it's how do they market your small business without paying advertising costs? Girls use Instagram a lot in Dubai to drive traffic to their website. That's content-based marketing. This is more event-based marketing. So telling someone directly about your business, that's a good reason to go to an event if you ordinarily wouldn't go. And then the financial model is basically dating financial model where you're paying people to unlock connections after the events, that type of thing.
Okay, but I have to go to the event. Even Jessica, who hates going to events, does have to go to events to get value out of it. Is that correct?
Yeah, so she would either go for dating context if she's looking to meet her select members. So she got mutually matched with like 20 other people on the platform. So she'd get a personalized invitation to just go to that event. So that's the dating use case. The marketing use case is you want to go to any event to scan as many people's QR code as possible to create connection requests, but also get your advertisement boosted on the platform. Just like you would create a lot of content to get followers, so you would get your ad boosted on Instagram.
Okay. I'm not sure that I understand it completely yet, but I will give another person the chance to help me to get there. Jordan, James. Jordan, you're next.
Yeah. So what's the revenue model exactly? So is it like a subscription, or like how do you plan on monetizing it?
So when you go to an event, like you're connecting with people just through a QR code scan on the app, right? So the events are generally free. And then after the event, if you want to know the match type, or you're going to talk to someone afterwards, you want to get in contact with them, it's pretty common once you've met someone. Then you pay to unlock connections, etc. And then there's other ways to basically purchase stuff on the platform.
And so how are the events organized? Is that like from your end, and how's that all?
Yeah, I
Start.
mean, that's partly why it's called hide and seek. So it's a group chat. You get the venue, the time, there are, people participating in the event, and they can all talk to each other in the group chat, find each other. So it's supposed to be easy to scale. And then the event invitations are like automated.
Okay, cool.
James, looks like you're
No.
still thinking about your question.
Well, if David said he's not quite sure, he hasn't figured it out yet. Well, I'm about 50%, maybe even 100% below him in terms of where I'm at. So no, I'm fine. I can't add anything. I'm sorry.
Okay.
David, do you have any other comments maybe?
Look, I think I will have a conversation with you, Callum, later on. I understand, and I'm sorry that we can't allow pitch decks here. I understand that your pitch was planned with a deck, and I think if you show me your visuals, we might probably get a little bit closer to getting to how we can help you. So stay on a call. We will get back to you later on, and I think we go to the next picture. And
we will go. What is our next picture? There's a SubTasker by Punith. Are you ready to pitch?
Yeah, I am.
Awesome, perfect. So this is your time starts now.
Cool. SubTasker is a unique task management platform implementing the mindset principle of breaking complex tasks into simple and smaller subtasks. And by achieving the chunks, the bigger task gets done naturally. So SubTasker uses hierarchical tree data structures to plan, view, and track the task. If you look at the existing planning platforms, say Jira, Trello, or Notion, they don't allow you to follow this principle easily, and it requires a bit of overhead to get the whole context. So with that said, I've been trying to get customers to try it out, and I want to share my recent experience. So I worked as a freelancer with another startup founder, and he wanted me to build a complex solution on the cloud. So after initial discussion, he asked me to break down and give an estimate of the work. By using SubTasker, I was able to break down the task into simple ones. And as I kept completing them, I tracked the exact time spent, and we both could see it on a dashboard and had full visibility of how much work was completed, how the tasks were broken down, and most importantly, his budget. So now I'm using the same strategy when dealing with my freelance UI designer to get visibility of the work done and also the budget. I feel every founder here on the call can benefit by using SubTasker. And if interested, please contact me for a demo. I'll be sharing my Calendly link in the chat. Thank you.
Awesome. And apart from the users to check and get a demo, is there any other asks from you?
No, nothing at the moment. Yeah.
So you just need the users. Okay. Anyone who, James, Jordan, David, comments, questions?
Okay. Hey, Punith. Sorry, Jordan, do you want to go first?
I'll go quickly. Is there how many users do you have at the moment?
So I have around 100 users, but yeah, I'm still trying to target. I was trying to get the target audience, and I feel the freelancer founder is a right place where it can pitch through.
And how many of those are paid users?
No, nothing at the moment.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And how long have you been on the market for?
Been around 6 months at the moment.
Okay, fresh. Cool. Cool. That's all I had.
Go ahead, David.
Okay, I go next. Punith, thanks for coming back. And just for everyone else on the call and who is watching the recording, you can always come back to Silicon Beach and pitch how often you want to, and show us how much you improved since the last time around. So Punith, thank you for coming back and showing your progress. I think what we learned since the last time, you have narrowed down your target audience. With the freelancers and the founders, and I think that's really good, because I know from working with Fiverr that having that communication and that step-by-step control what is actually delivered can be a pain, and that when the chunks of work are too big, then the disappointment is very big at the end when you do not get what you wanted. So I feel that there is real value in that So the last time we spoke, you had a price point in mind. You say you do not have paying customers yet.
Yep.
Did you refine the financial model, the business model since then?
Yeah, so I'm like targeting around $50 per year USD. So I think that's a sweet spot for the founder to get started and using the platform. Yeah.
So you have a freebie model
Yeah.
to get started. Then you have $50 for the next tier, and I guess once the product develops, there's plenty of space to add more expensive tiers on top of it.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Cool. You say, how much time do you spend? You said you're working with a founder yourself, using the tool. You're using it with your UX designer.
Yeah,
how
that's
much
correct.
time per week are you spending, or per month are you spending on SubTasker at the moment?
So I'm kind of splitting the work. So the freelance work I'm doing with other startups. So it's kind of like 50-50. So yeah, I'm like, as I get new features to be developed on SubTasker, I'm adding it on the platform. Yeah.
Cool. And by so far, you're still a solo founder.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
You want to stay a solo founder, or you also would be open to onboard a co-founder with complementary skills?
Yeah, so I got an offer through Antler. I think that was good. So like I'll be trying to get a co-founder over there at the moment. Let's see.
Excellent. Cool. James?
Yeah, David, look, Punith, all I was going to say really, and it kind of dovetails into what David was saying, is I can see why you see that those are likely targets, right? Demographics that you'd approach.
Yep.
I guess one of the biggest problems is it's inertia, right? It's trying to actually change people's perceptions from, Fiverr, freelancer, Upwork are good to, well, actually they're very expensive compared to doing it through us, because you can actually get more accurate in terms of breaking those things down. My answer to that is I wouldn't have a clue how to break it down. So unless you can tell me as a potential user of your services how to specify the job better, because we're not all engineers. I think most people don't understand how to judge. Like, okay, Fiverr is expensive, you're cheaper. So if you got sort of any ways of templating stuff to say, oh, if that's the end result, use this template, and you'll see if you fill in that, you'll spec it right, we'll spec it right, it'll be sweet.
Yeah. So SubTasker allows you to create templates which can be imported as well. So you can just import those kind of ready-made templates. Say there's some task which is like a standard task that needs to be done. So we can import these templates in, and then like the freelancer and the founder can see the same view and track the time accordingly for each of the tasks that is spent, and the dashboard as well. So you just click on the dashboard, you see the number of hours visible there directly. Yeah, it's cool.
And follow-up question, you don't feel threatened or don't see an issue with the wave of AI, like really putting pressure on what you're trying to do in terms of building this business at a time when the whole industry is being really overturned and there's a bit of upheaval about, well, how many of those things can I actually do myself and how many do I need help with?
Yeah. I mean, I've been reading posts like wherein you need to understand the requirements first before AI comes in, right? So I feel like we are a long way ahead where AI will come and say, okay, I'm planning out all this tasks. So this is where SubTasker and other planning tools can come in. But the way SubTasker does it, you have this bigger concept and you break it down into smaller and smaller things. And then as you keep making the smaller ones, the bigger task gets done. Yeah, it's a long way before AI can say, okay, this is how you do the work.
Yeah, I agree. No, it's good. Good answer. Thanks.
Thank you so much, James, David, and Jordan, for your comments and questions. So as we're running towards our breakout rooms, we will have only time for one. Muhammad, are you ready to pitch?
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Awesome. And time starts now.
Hi, everyone. My name is Mohammed Haider. I'm a founder and CEO of icause. icause is a crowdfunding platform where people can raise and donate without spending a cent out of their pocket. I'm sure you may be thinking that how people can raise without spending a cent. It works through my other business, which is called Cheap Bills, which gives its engine, which gives 30% of its commission when people are raising any cause. For example, people switching their electricity and gas, they can donate upwards of $87. In a nutshell, the utility comparison business in Australia is worth $2 billion. icause solved the problem by bringing a crowdfunding where people can donate through conventional methods, as well as switch and donate the bill, where they can not only save on their money on the bills, but also help raise for a cause. Thank you.
And what's your ask? Have I
My
missed
ask
it?
is $500,000.
Awesome. Okay,
Thank you.
perfect. And any help, any advice? Would probably consider
Thank you.
together with 500,000. Awesome. Thank you so much. And sorry for the short notice. And Jordan, James, David, would you like to ask questions? I think when one question each, maybe, they will cut it short. Awesome. Thank you. Who's first?
It's me.
Nobody is on mute.
Not going to ask a question, just finally, Mohammed, you nailed it. That I actually understand from the get-go what's your model. Good on you. I will hand over to Jordan and James.
Thanks, David.
Awesome. Mohammed, how big is it? Just yourself? Are you bootstrapping, or is there a
It's
team?
all bootstrap. I've been running a business since last 10 years. I run a comparison website, which is similar to Compare the Market. I Select.
Yep.
Does really well. The utility comparison business, not only in Australia, worldwide, is massive. Just in Australia, there's 2 billion people switching, $2 billion of revenue. I'm talking about on the lower end, where people are switching to get a better deal. With icause, the catch is that not only you help towards a cause, but you also save on your bills. So there's a reason of empathy when people switch. So people can donate and switch their bills upwards of $500, which means that can go towards any charity, community group, school, fundraising. So endless opportunity for anyone who wants to raise money.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks.
Hey, Mohammed, mate, is the downside of that the fact that if they switch and they donate, they have to lock in for a period of time? Because obviously that transaction is done. You can't have someone doing a transaction, switching, donating, and then switching back the next day, I presume. So there's kind of like a lockup clause that they have to agree to, or not.
A really good question. Really good question. So most of the clauses, according to the consumer law, is like 30 days, where they can exit the contract. Most of the utility services and essential services, there are no lock-in contracts these days, especially gas and electricity, where people just switch their provider and donate $87. It's hard to get people to donate $5, but just imagine how much money can anyone raise. So we did an analysis for a hospital which has got close to 500,000 donors. And we built a system where people can use the platform to engage their supporters. So they can link their social media, Facebook, Instagram, and post directly from there. Also, we built an engagement tool where they can send email, SMS up to 100,000 to engage their supporters. We've got an app on iOS as well as Android, which can connect with your contacts, and you can invite your friends and family. Hey, David, this is Mohammed. I'm raising money for a cancer kid who, if you can help, if you can't help monetary, then you can just switch and donate your bill. So it's easier for people who want to help, but because of the pressure and the inflation and the cost of living going up, people want to save money. So this gives an option to not only save on their bills, but at the same time help raise money for any cause.
Yeah, no, understand that. That's the part that's attractive and different.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for the pitch, and thanks James, Jordan, and David for your questions and feedback. And now we actually have a few minutes for networking. We will shortly I think we're ready to go into breakout rooms. And while you're networking, our judges will talk about the winners. So good luck, everyone. And I think we just started going into breakout rooms, or am I tripping? I didn't see that something's happening. Brian, are we ready?
Yes, we are.
Awesome. Thank you. I'll see you later. See you in a few minutes.
Sydney last week, so I didn't get to talk to him much. That's it.
Mute myself.
Welcome back, everyone. It's not really everyone.
We have
Doesn't look like
27 seconds until we all the conversations stop.
until they will be forced to get back.
But it's a good sign. If people are still staying in their breakout rooms, that means that stuff is happening in there. So
Exactly.
and looking into the rooms are full, so we still have a full house. So all well. I think we're doing a good job.
Perfect. And well, while everyone's joining back, well, our judges pick the winners, and I will actually leave it with judges to announce. So we have everyone's back. So welcome back. And now we go into James first. And James, please tell us who's going to get your prize.
Oh, you mean I can't give a prize to everyone? No, it's okay. First of all, I'd like to say, as everyone does, but we really mean it, that everyone who presented, Annette, Aneesha, Abdul, Callum, Punith, Sean, and Mohammed, even if you guys didn't register, the fact that you presented is a big step, in my opinion, as an investor, towards getting us as investors on your side. And it's all about telling us your story, engaging with us, and making us believe. And so from my perspective, and yes, there's a bit of, I guess, similar story sort of situation in my head, but because of the business model, because of what it's doing, I just like to help Annette as far as I can. So yeah, you get my prize tonight.
Congratulations. I don't have this applaud sound, but I will be clapping.
Am I allowed to come off mute and say thank you? That's amazing. And yeah, I look forward to being able to work with you. It's awesome.
All good.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And congratulations. That's a really good thing. So amazing, amazing pitch. And you were the first one and the first one getting the prize. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to David now. David, who is your and David, I think you will announce the ideas prize too.
I will.
Yes.
I will.
Yes.
Yeah, I am very excited tonight. I think all the founders, all the startups tonight are really from purpose, impact they make, really aligned with our values at Silicon Beach to support UN Sustainable Development Goals startups, and that makes me really happy. So it means that we're on the right track and we're attracting the right people to actually grow this community. So thank you all very much. For that, we can't give everyone a prize. We would love to, but everyone who pitched tonight, as James said, already won, because getting the word out there is great. And stay in the community, make friends. There are a lot of supporters within the community that can help you one way or another. So please stay connected with us. I announced 2 prizes, as Olga said. First prize is the Silicon Beach Studio Prize, where I offer 90 minutes of coaching and mentoring around product development, product market fit, and I go with hide and seek because, Callum, I love what you do, even if I do not understand it yet fully, and that's what I want to figure out, how we can get that story across.
Yes, thank you. Appreciate it very much.
Most welcome.
Congratulations.
Looking very much forward to work with you. And then we have the Idea Spice Prize. Sharing ideas and creating hype means we need something that is really making something different. And I feel that what we really can get eyes on and what really is pushing it and attracting a lot of clicks is OneDAO. Aneesha, I would love to
congratulations
and get your 100 word or less pitch onto Idea Spice and get a little bit more eyes on OneDAO.
I would love that. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Congrats to Aneesha and Callum. And yeah, reach out if there's anything else that you feel we could be of assistance with. But I go hand it back to Olga and Jordan for ending the session.
Thank you so much. Congratulations, Callum and Aneesha from me. And well, we have Jordan. He will say who winner for his prize, and also I think Jordan will have some not announcement, but will share something about the company as well. So yeah. Please, Jordan.
Thanks, Olga. Yeah, so obviously really great pitches tonight. For the lifetime free subscription, I went with Annette and Kids Get Money, obviously a really great cause. And our platform's designed to help founders, launch sooner, gain investment quicker. And obviously that platform and website she's got needs to be out there as soon as it can. So anything we can do to help. So we'll do we can do an onboarding session, Annette, and I'll run you through the platform and show you what it actually can do. And yeah, congrats on
that is so freaking amazing. Thank you so much. Really grateful. Thank you.
Congratulations. And Jordan, I think, did you want to say anything else?
Yeah, that's about it. I kind of did it at the same time I was announcing the winner. Yeah, so if any founders, we've got AI incorporated into our business planning platform. So it can even be an assistant as well as actually just managing your plan. So feel free to check it out as a 14-day free trial for anyone who wants to sign up. And yeah, we're just here to help you feel good about business. So yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And please feel free to connect with each other, find each other on the LinkedIn, because it's definitely useful for everyone stay connected. And don't forget to follow Silicon Beach on the LinkedIn. Then we have Facebook. Then we have, we have Instagram
and Twitter. And if anyone wants to volunteer and create our TikTok account, happy to welcome you on board with the team. Yes, follow us, connect with us, create your startup profile on siliconbeach.org and surf around and see if there are startups that are looking for help.
And we also have YouTube channel where we upload all our videos, all our virtual pitch nights. Please feel free to go back and watch our videos just for practice, just to pick up on maybe some tips and tricks, how other people pitch. Please feel free to follow on all our social media, whatever you can find us. And thank you so much to our amazing judges, our pitches. You're all doing really great. So already coming here and pitch, it's a big thing. Congratulations on the winners. I will be sending emails across to connect you with the winners, judges and winners. And well, you have a lovely evening, afternoon, morning. James, what's your time? Probably afternoon. Yep.
Coffee time, usually, yeah.
Coffee time, perfect. Okay, enjoy your coffee time, and everyone enjoy your evening, and we will see you next month.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, bye.
Bye-bye.
Olivia, can you actually hear me? I haven't spoken to you for how many years?
Yes, I can. I'm new here. You probably taken me for the wrong person.
I probably, yes, I knew Olivia Sang. Sorry. You're another Olivia Sang. Sorry.
Yes, I'm another probably another person with the same name.
Good.
Anyway.
I hope you enjoyed it anyway.
Yeah, yes, I did. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
I didn't mess it up.
Pardon?
I didn't mess it up. I did the breakout room and it didn't break.
Of course you didn't mess it up. You did a great job. I'm just really, really curious.